Okay, class, picking up where we left off at. We have borrowed from this one here because we didn't have a fraction. So what I told you is the one that we borrowed, we made the fraction according to this denominator. So this fraction would be 52 over 52 minus 4 over 52 because we can only subtract or add when we have the same denominator. So 52 minus 4 is 48, and our denominator would still be 52. Now 48 and 52 both has 4 in common. 48 divided by 4 is 12, and 52 divided by 4 is 13. So our final answer here is 12 over 13. Now we go to this problem here, number 8, 1 minus 4 over 36. Now we have the same problem. We still have an integer with no fraction, so we have to borrow from it. Now, the fraction that we write would deal with this denominator here. So this one will become 36 over 36 minus 4 over 36. 36 minus 4 is 32, and your denominator remains 36. So you divide the numerator and denominator by 4, and that'll give you 8/9. Now, we scroll down here to section C, applications. It said Melissa is making costumes for the school play. Each costume would take 1/3 yard of brown fabric and 3/8 yard of red fabric. There are 12 students in the play who will need these costumes. How much fabric of each color should Melissa buy? So we need to separate this. Now the first color is brown. So we will have brown is equal to, it takes 1/3 and then times the 12 students, and we'll put that over 1. So 1 times 12 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, and 12 divided by 3 is 4, and we're dealing with yards. So that's how much she would need for the brown fabric. Now we come to the red fabric. So red is equal to 3/8 times 12, because it's still 12 students, and we'll put that over 1. 3 times 12 is 36, all over 8. Now 36 and 8, they both have 4 in common. So this will give us 36 divided by 4 is 9, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's 9/2. Now we can write this as a mixed number, so let's do that. We would take 2 into 9. 2 goes into 9 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8, and we'll have a remainder of 1. So your final answer would be 4, and you will have 1/2, 4.5 yard. And that's how much is needed for the red fabric and how much is needed for the brown. Now, B, how much fabric will be used all together? We could just add these together. We'll add 4 plus 4.5. Now with addition, you don't need a fraction here. So you could just bring the 1/2 down, and 4 plus 4 is 8. So it'd be 8.5 yards. Now, we scroll down here to number 2. It says a stretch of highway that is 45.5 miles long is being resurfaced. The company doing the work estimates that it can resurface 1 1/4 miles in a day. How long will it take the work to be completed? So we know this would be a division problem, because remember, if it's 45.5 miles long and you can only do 1 1/4 miles in a day, so you have to divide it up to see how many days it would take for it to be completed. So we'll take 45 1/2 divided by 1 1/4. Now we'll change these mixed numbers to improper fractions. This will give us 91 over 2, and this will give us 5 over 4. Because remember, we'll take 45 times 2 is 90 plus 1 is 91. Keep your denominator the same. And 1 times 4 is 4 plus 1 is 5. And keep your denominator the same. So this will become 91 over 2 times 4/5, because we changed this to multiplication and take the reciprocal. So 91 times 4 is 364, and 2 times 5 is 10. Now, with this here, 364 and 10 both has 2 in common. So we divide both by 2. Your denominator will be 5, and your numerator will be 182. Now, what we need to do is take 5 into 182. 5 goes into 18 3 times. 18 minus 15 is 3. Bring down your 2. 5 goes into 32 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. And we have 32 minus 30, which is 2. So we have a remainder of 2. Now we have 36 remainder 2. So we know our final answer would be 36. Our denominator would be 5. And our numerator would be 2. So it would be 36 and 2/5 days. And that is the final answer. Now we scroll down here to number 3. It says Ben's backyard is 32 1/3 yards long and 18 3/4 yards wide. How much fencing would be required to fence in the entire backyard? Now, you know, fencing deals with the outside, and we know perimeter means the distance around. So we will have to do the perimeter. So the perimeter is equal to 2 lengths plus 2 widths. So now we have a perimeter is 2 times, it'll be 32 1/3 plus 2 times 18 3/4. Now, we would change this mixed number to an improper fraction. This will give us 97/3, because 32 times 3 is 96 plus 1 is 97. 18 times 4 is 72 plus 3 is 75, all over 4. Now, when we multiply this, this will give us 194/3 plus 150/4. Because remember, these 2's are really over 1. Okay, so now we have 194/3 plus 150/4. Now, what we could do here is this. Our common denominator of 3 and 4, we know is 12. So we'll multiply this numerator and denominator by 4, and this numerator and denominator by 3. So we will have P is equal to, the denominator would be 12. So 4 times 4 is 16. We carry our 1. That'll be 36 plus 1 is 37. And then 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So that'll give you 776. And then plus 4 times 3 is 12. 150 times 3 is 450. So now we have our perimeter is equal to, our denominator would be 12. Our numerator, we would add this together. This would be 6. Let's see, that's 12. We carry our 1. That's 1,226 divided by 12. Now, if you notice here, we could divide the numerator and denominator by 2. So this will give us, in our numerator, this will give us 613 all over 6. Now, we cannot simplify this any further, but we can change this to a mixed number. So we could take off to the side here, 6 into 613. 6 goes into 6 once. 1 times 6 is 6. This will be 0. We'll bring down our 1. 6 goes into 0, 1, or just 1, 0 times. We'll bring down our 3. 6 goes into 13 twice. 2 times 6 is 12. And we have a remainder of 1. So our perimeter is equal to 102 and 1/6. And this would be yard. And that is the perimeter. Now we scroll down here. We have B. If chain link fencing is sold in 15-yard rows, how many rows should be in purchase? So what we would need to do is take this 102 and 1/6 yard and divide it by 15, because it's sold in 15-yard rows. So we need to change this mixed number, this mixed number to an improper fraction. So this will give us 613 over 6 divided by 15 over 1. Now, we would take this 613 over 6 and multiply it by 1 over 15 because we have to take the reciprocal. Now we will have 613, and 6 times 15 is 90, and they have nothing in common. So now we will go off to the side and take 90 into 613. 90 goes into 613. Let's see, it would have to be, so 90 goes into 613 6 times. 6 times 90 is 540. We're now on 3. We can now subtract 4 from 1, so we borrow 1s from the 6, make that 5. This 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 4 is 7, and 5 minus 5 is 0. So your remainder is 73. So your answer here would be 673 over 90. So it says how many rows should be purchased. Now, you know, in the real world, they're not going to let you purchase 73/90th of a row. So what you will have to put down is approximately, this is approximation symbol, 7 rows. And that is it.